Hey everyone, Ran1 here. Welcome back to more Pokemon Colosseum. Last time, we went through the next couple of, the next two areas of Mount Battle in the Colosseum Battle mode. This time, we're going to be hopefully tackling 20 more battles. Now, I will admit something. I actually had a little bit of a panic attack before this recording, since my screen was like black and white, and for some reason I thought it was my Wii getting old, which is why I'm playing this on currently. Well, a lot of flying types. I thought it was just my Wii getting old or my Elgato capture card being funky. No, it was just my AVD HDMI converter. I just had to press a button on it. So yeah, that's kind of what happened. And Intimidate, but that almost doesn't matter. Since I'll just be firing a bunch of special attacks. Now, I don't know if it's been made clear, but all the Pokemon, all the Pokemon up to this point, will be the same level as your highest level Pokemon, between levels 50 and 100. And since Marshall is the strongest Pokemon on my team level-wise, being level 67, as opposed to everyone else being in the low, high 50s, low 60s, yeah. And quick attack just to get some guaranteed damage before it goes down. Just typical. Usually they'll do quick attack if one or two scenarios come up. Either A, they're one hit away from going down, or B, you're one hit away from going down and a quick attack will finish you off. Actually, I should have done Psychic. Shit. Another guaranteed bit of damage. At least for it. Thankfully, my Pokemon are at least tanky enough to tank some of these. Okay, thankfully it didn't go for Fight, so I can now use a Waterfall to take on the Masquerain. Masquerain kind of sucks, but the only reason it kind of works here is because of its Intimidate. And Pregnant. I could have used that on the Thunderbolt, thank you very much. And speaking of Thunderbolt, I'll just send a Thunderbolt and an Ice Beam at it. Sure, this will do neutral damage, but it still did a chunk of damage. Frozen, nice. We're going to be having Pelican tonight. It's just standing there menacingly. It's like that one episode of SpongeBob where Patrick's like, he's just standing there menacingly. No, I don't want to suspend my challenge. Okay, warm us over. Must have taken you a long time since I had to go through 41 other people in order to get to you. Pupitar and Whiscash both have quite weaknesses to grass. Since one's water ground and the other is rock ground. Because remember, Pupitar doesn't gain the dark typing until after it evolves. I I guess I could do Calm Mind just in case he has Gyarados, and then that'll go for Giga Drain just on the Pupitar, just take it out quickly. Because remember, Rock types don't have that great special defense, and both of its core weaknesses are purely special types in this generation. But it wouldn't be until Diamond and Pearl where Grass and Water would get some physical options like Aqua Tail, revamped Waterfall, and Liquidation later on. And yeah, I'll do Psychic because it'll do a lot of damage. Oh. Okay. Yeah, Psychic has a chance of lowering special defense. Yeah, like the next attack I would have had on it, assuming it was special, would have been even physical would have knocked it. It would still knock it out. But it's locked into Thrash, which is basically just Pedal Dancing Outrage, but for normal types. It's just not worth using a Giga Drain PP at that point. Since pretty much anything would have taken it out, assuming that it wasn't an electric type. And again, Thrash. I think he used it last turn, so. And critical hit, nice. Didn't sustain too much damage from that turn. And yeah, this match is pretty much under wraps. Maybe a stupid idea to bring in Banana though, but two of her Pokemon, a third of her team is weak to Grass. Then again, a third of her team is also weak to Electric. Yeah, this actually kind of works out great for me since May has a lot of types that are that her team is weak to. Yeah, Psychic for the Machamp, Thunderbolt for Waters, Shadow Ball for opposing Psychics. Yeah. Swallow. Yeah, another Pokemon weak to Psychic. This is even better. Yeah, Walrein is pretty defensive for being a ice type. Then again, it is not only a water type, but it did earn itself the nickname of Stall Rain since of how bulky it is. And another Pokemon down. Okay, what's left? Kadabra! Good thing I have Shadow Ball since I'm kind of grateful in a way that Shadow Ball isn't special in this generation since Kadabra doesn't have the great defense, or at least not physical anyway. But then again, a lot of Psychic types don't have that great physical defense. Like the only exceptions to this rule are Metagross and Bronzong later on. Thankfully, didn't get that chance off, so I can just break. Might have been overkill, but I didn't want to take my chances with anything else since the Water resist ice. It would have been 4, but one of them is Flying type and the other is Levitating, so this is actually best case scenario. Both of them are pure electric types. Which means I can do the thing. Yeah, and the Intimidate is just icing on the cake, though. We'll go for an Earthquake. And I'll just fly. Just why not? Joke's on you! I'm just saying, a super effective move your way. Shadow Ball. I mean, I guess to be fair, it covers its only weakness, in the sense, now with abilities, since this is part of Gen 3, it did gain the Levitate ability, which makes it immune to ground type moves. And I guess that's kind of a way of it circumventing its only weakness to Psychic. So I guess that kind of does make sense though, but I don't know if it can actually learn it in any of the release versions of the GBA games. And for those tuning in late, every match that you go without losing a single Pokemon nets you an extra continue. Oh my god, so many ice weaknesses. Zangoose. And get another Pokemon I can just brick. Citrus Berry. Citrus Berry actually got buffed in Generation 4 to where it restores 1/4 of the user's max HP upon falling to a certain amount of HP. Whereas in this generation, it was basically just a flat 30. Which honestly isn't much for some Pokemon, but at least it's still better than none. But a lot of Pokemon would probably rather run leftovers, since it basically restores HP every turn, assuming it's not already at max. Pretty good item for a competitive play, though. Even in the single player, it's actually really nice, but you don't really get it too often in the main story. Usually it's like locked behind a battle facility or something. Okay, 46 battles done. So we're almost at the halfway point. Yeah, with just 3 videos, we're already almost to the halfway point. 2 fire weaknesses, 2 ground weaknesses, and 2 fighting weaknesses. Let's just get the Roselia out of the way, just to ensure that it doesn't cause any problems for Marshall, since grass is its only weakness. Ow. Oh, Slugma. That'll fall even easier. Oh. Going for a Leech Seed. Try to drain my HP every turn, even when the user goes down. Critical hit, nice. Yeah, it wasn't really surviving that. I think even if it got its evolution in the next generation, it probably wouldn't have survived that. And another grass type. Wait. No, I do not want to hit the Breloom with a water type move. It would certainly resist it. Oh, Wobbuffet. I don't want to fight it though, but I have no choice since it has Shadow Tag, which prevents the opponent from switching. One of the reasons why it was the first Pokemon ever, well, not legendary Pokemon ever, to get itself banned from overuse in competitive. Because with proper witch support and auto support, it could be an actual menace. Even if it can't really learn any direct attacks, per se. Yeah, because all it can do is like counter and mirror coat. I mean, to be fair, I think I would have lost a Pokemon either way, since counter and mirror coat basically counter doubles the damage it took from physical attacks and sends the damage to whatever Pokemon sent it. And mirror coat is basically the same, but for special moves. Well, I didn't have to think of that for very long, since I kind of knew who I was choosing. That's kind of the one thing about the coverage moves on Pokemon, is just you never know. It gives Pokemon some extra variety to where to their moveset that would otherwise go unnoticed. Yeah, Thunderbolt on Dodrio and then Waterfall on Piloswine. to do a good amount of damage to both of them. Not that Pilot's one's bad or anything, it's just that, in fact, it was actually, it's evolutionary family are the only Pokemon at this time that were immune to both hail and sandstorm damage. Now it's a 4v1 now. And Psybeam. Yeah, Ledian is kind of one of those where it's like not really used that often since it's not that great of a Pokemon. I mean, I guess it could learn Comet Punch, but then again, its stats are just awful. Yeah, four of his team members are weak to one of Gardevoir's moves. Craigily is one of those Pokemon where it has a really weird type that nobody ever remembers. And it wouldn't really be replicated until Gen 9. Yeah, Psychic on Shuckle, even though it might not do much because of high defenses, and I'll just do Brick Break on Craigily. Yeah, I kind of want to take out that Craigily just because it's grass type. Yeah, we just have to hit these guys really hard. Pidgeotto has feet though. Yeah, do Psychic and then we'll do Waterfall. Great. Just great. Now I'll only be able to get one attack in. It only lives because of its high defenses. Great, now it's even bigger of a dice roll. Since I have a Calm Mind up, my Electric is going to go down faster, but just in case, I'm going to do another one. And I'm going to Brick Break the Shuckle. Just to do a load of damage. Wow. Those withdrawals are coming in clutch for it. Even then, the highest defenses of any player obtainable Pokemon in the game. Oh, okay. So I have to knock it out within this turn, or else I don't get to continue. Oh, almost. Thankfully, this flamethrower will be able to do it. Wow, I couldn't get it on the Psychic, but I could get on a random flamethrower. Thanks, game. Real appreciate. You fool! My Pokemon were all Dittos the entire time. Yeah, continue. Yeah, they're getting a bit tougher now. That battle wasn't already obvious enough. And now we get... Oh, 800, nice. 1550. Yeah. Yeah, I'll continue. Even though we're 40 minutes into the video. Now for the second half. The Mountain Battle. Should be tougher from here on out. But then again, I think like the last 20 or so battles. Wait, this person has a lot of yachts. They're really stepping up their game now. He chose not to send it out first. Yeah! Let's just break that Delcatty before it has a chance to attract. Aw. And great, it attracted me anyway, so it didn't matter. If only I was a couple levels higher. Illumite, a Pokemon that just flat out sucks. I don't know why I selected Brick Break on a bug type, but eh. I mean, did a decent amount of damage. Great. Just lowers evasion. Except if you're in tall grass where for some reason lures Pokemon into you. Yeah, we'll do Waterfall. Still not going down. Yeah, let's get rid of that Delcatty. Just why am I getting crits when it doesn't even matter? Just why? Oh, here comes the Latios. part of the Eon duo. One of the very few Dragon and Psychic types. Probably be a bad move to leave that Larios uncontested though, but I'm going to do a Call Mine just to increase my damage output on special move. I don't do any damage this turn, but better special attack and special defense. Yeah, and then I'll switch over to Senna just so that Attract is basically useless. Because remember, Attract only works if the Pokemon target is the opposite gender. And what's funny is that some Pokemon that are genderless can learn it, and if they try to use it, it'll have a 100% fail rate. Yeah, burn myself in Confusion. Yeah, Confusion is getting hit by hitting yourself in Confusion is weird since you basically hit yourself with a 40 power typeless physical move, and it depends on your attack and defense stats as well. So something like Swagger is really good for hitting special attackers with, and since they usually don't have that great physical defense. Most of the time anyway, Charm. So it really only has one attacking move in its arsenal, which is Frustration. And so if you had a Ghost type, this thing can't really do much to you other than just be really annoying. Yeah, if you had specifically a female Ghost type, you don't have to worry about Attract. You also don't have to worry about Frustration either, so yeah, the only real thing you have to worry about is helping hand into a really powerful move or Charm lowering your attack stat, and so your Shadow Balls don't do too much, don't do it as significant amount of damage. So many close calls on that. Oh, all fire types. Ooh. And this person also has a Blaziken, Houndoom, Camerupt, and Typhlosion. Well, Torkoal and Magcargo kind of ruined it though, but regardless, it's still decent enough fire type team. I mean, certainly a lot more fire types than Flint did in Diamond and Pearl. And look at this, I'm using my favorite fully evolved Hoenn starter to find my second favorite fully evolved Hoenn starter. Yeah, I'll do Rock Slide. Okay. You didn't have to be that person. Oh, for some reason I thought I was gonna live that. Camera. This will fall even easier to waterfall. Yeah, that Camerup's not living that. 6 times damage with stab. Now please do not flinch, Senna. I said do not flinch. Wait. That was actually kind of a smart move. Attacking your own teammate with something you're immune to power yourself up. That was actually kind of clever. Because Flash Fire makes it so that you're immune to fire damage while also powering up your fire type damage. That was actually kind of smart. And how? I did not remember that I could learn that. If it could, I don't know how. It probably is because of breeding. Kind of nervous what he's gonna sing that. Oh, that might be why I'm nervous. Because not only did he say a Masquerade, which is something that quad resists both banana stabs, but also has Intimidate, which makes it even worse. Oh, double Intimidate. That's even nastier. Yeah, do bulk up for 2 turns to just offset that double Intimidate. Actually, wait. All of his Pokemon have Intimidate. So that's -3 on my attack. Well, technically -2 since I'm recovering 1 stage of it now. But still, that's gonna suck if you have all physical attackers. I am switching out because I do not want to risk not getting it continue, even though I have like at least 40 of those. So we had 6 fire types for the last battle, and 6 intimidators for this one. What's the next one gonna be? Like just like a stall strategy? Why didn't you? I mean, I'll take it, but like, you could have done a lot more to Manana if you did extra sensory to her. Bramble. Great, another intimidator. Should have switched over to Santa. Marshall's place, but what you can't do. Wanted to take a big chunk out of Bramble's HP. Scary face. I mean, at least this resets the attack loss from Intimidate on Banana. Might have lost a point of an extra stage of defense, but that hardly matters when you had -3 physical attack. Good to counteract its weakness, weakness to rock, but some rock types, like Coppertops or Almastar, neutral to waters because of their water typing. That was kind of a close one, though. I feel like it's going to be a lot of those going forward. And it's kind of a good thing that I stocked up on continues. Because I think from here on, it'll probably be close to using my first one. I'll start with the Calm Mind, and then I'll do Ice Beam on Colosseum. Because I have to remember, it's not part of, no longer part of poison. For some reason, it loses the poison typing upon evolving from Gloom. So, yeah, it's just a pure grass type. Which means it loses its neutrality to poison. Regains its weakness to poison. And great. Magical Leaf. Whoa, Nelly, that did a lot of damage. Ice Beam. Need to take out that Colosseum before it does any more grass damage. Why can't I get that? Again, why do I always get the crits when it doesn't matter? Yeah, you always get the crits when you don't need them. Your opponent gets crits at the most opportune moments. And when something could inflict a status ailment on you, it always will do a status ailment move on you. Yeah, Acid Armor gave me PTSD from the Vaporeon copy pasta. Yeah, I'm not gonna recite it since that would probably get my channel demod. Take away my channel's chances of ever getting monetized, but yeah, I'm gonna switch Marshall out since well, it only has 5 HP. And we'll go for a Psychic. Nice. Probably one that mattered, but I guess we'll never know if it was actually taking it out without the critical hit. Oh, this actually makes it even better, since both of them are weak to ground. In fact, most of her team was weak to ground to begin with. I think half of her team was weak to ground, with one of them being neutral. I'll just go for Earthquake, and then I will go for, yeah, Dragon Claw. Yeah, just to get it weak enough to where Earthquake can knock it out. I know rock types have a lot of physical, decent enough physical defense. Not as much as steel types, but still. Might as well just take out both Grimer and Sudowoodo in one fell swoop. Swalot and Cradilly. So yeah, 3 of our 4 Pokemon are weak to ground. I'll do Dragon Claw on the Cradilly. Because I know it is neutral to ground. Because if it's grass typing. Yeah. It's pretty decent at defenses. And poison me, great. It's vomit poisoning me, and it confused me too, so I have to go through a dice roll in order to... Yeah, I didn't lose a single Pokemon in that. This cannot be. Wasn't my training enough? So many Pokemon weak to electricity. You know what that means. We gotta bring May out. It's gonna be May! The Tentacruel could be a problem since I think it was the only member of this kid's team that wasn't weak to grass. And Gray is using Barrier, which is raising his defense. I love how, and I think Stadium 1, or specifically, or both Stadium games, I believe, whenever somebody used Barrier, it said that either Barrier or Reflect, it said that would gain armor, which it doesn't really explicitly tell you what it does. That's twice in a row that it's hit itself. It's not letting one of my team members play the game. It's basically modern Yu-Gi-Oh! In a nutshell. Turning it into a one-player game. Maybe at that point you might as well just play a single-player RPG at that point. But then again, some people just like to see other people suffer, though. Crashing the mobile house into the artillery. How long have you been in the force? 40 seconds? I don't want any excuses. 44 seconds? Get back to the military district double time. But it's impossible to get back to the military district in only 3 days, sir. You're nothing but... I believe that at certain points it can actually learn just about every beam move in existence. Like Bubble Beam, Ice Beam, Psy Beam, later on Charge Beam, Hyper Beam. Having all dark types, then again, one of them is... Well, 2 of them actually are... don't even get hurt by fighting type moves that much or at all. I might have made a mistake saying I was psychic type against a whole plethora of dark types. May has to get out of there. I gotta get out of here. You're already faster than me. Agility's nice, but it's not gonna buy you any more physical defense. Thankfully, this isn't Gen 5 and later, where it actually raises physical attack as well. Joke's on you! Marshall only has attacking moves. So that taunt was useless. Extrasensory. Oh god, that did a lot of damage. But then again, so did that Sky Uppercut, so it didn't matter. Fun fact, Sky Uppercut and Gust actually do, I believe, double damage to anything that is trying to use Bounce or Fly, so Nightshade. I don't know if I said this last time we saw this move, but Nightshade actually does a lot. Well, doesn't really do a lot, but it actually does damage equal to the user's level, so it's basically seismic possible in ghost form. So you can do as minimum at minimum 1 damage or maximum of 100. Since 100 is the highest level and level 1 is the lowest. Well, assuming you're playing Generation 4 and onward, but in this game it's level 5. So, since all hatched Pokemon start at level 5 in this generation, I think starting in Generation 4, they dunked it down to 1, so... Ooh. 4 fighting type weaknesses and 2 ghost weaknesses. You're just making it too easy for me. Watch me actually lose this because of that. Spin that. 2 Pokemon that are weak to fighting. Then again, why use a fighting type move on Macargo when using a ground or water type move is infinitely better? Because using a water or ground type move on Macargo is basically just using a fighting type move like infinitely better. And Shedinja. Shedinja's weird because it's the only bug ghost type so far. Or at least, yeah, it's the only bug ghost type. And the way you evolve it is, having an Ikeda hit level 20 while you have at least 1 open slot in your party. It then has one of the most busted abilities in the entire world. One of the best defensive abilities ever. Wonder Guard, which basically makes it so that when you cannot get hurt by any attacking move that isn't super effective. But the catch is that Shedinja has the lowest HP of any Pokemon ever, having 1 HP. Which it makes one of the Pokestar Studio Pokemon that has that ability even more broken, since Ghost and Dark types at this time didn't have any weaknesses. And Wonder Guard makes it so that you can't take any damage from anything that isn't super effective. And Ghost and Dark has no weaknesses in Gen 5 and prior. Yeah. So you essentially can't hit it at all, provided that it isn't something like a status move or something. Yeah, I think I might start with a Calm Mind, and then oh. Okay. That's possibly the best case scenario. Since all Dark and Ice moves are special in this generation, which really sucks for something like Sneasel. And it has a chance of flinching since Swamp Marshall goes first because of its nature. I mean, jolly or something. Whatever raises its speed. Giga Drain, oh no. We gain most of that HP. Lives by 9 HP, does Giga Drain, which is the only thing that hurts Marshall with its unique-ish typing. Tentacle and Gloom, 2 Pokemon that are weak to poison, weak to psychic. I would just call Mind and Ice Beam, the ever-living, out of that Gloom, because they do not want to hit me with the Grass type move. Yeah, I just want to have enough special attack and special defense to survive whatever special moves these guys throw at me. Acid. It's got acid reflux. We have to fight. We have to give it some fiber gummies in order to take it out. Ooh, wheezing. And so it's good. Yeah, it's a good thing I'm using Calm Mind then. Now I'll do Zit Thunderbolt, and I will actually I will do Thunderbolt on Tentacle. Then I'll do may do less damage because of the sun, but at least I'll get stabbed, which will, so it won't be as big of a loss. And plus, Weezing doesn't have that great special defense anyway. I say that it doesn't even do half damage. Oh no, it's doing the sludge. As long as it doesn't poison, it should be fine. And I just had to say it. Yeah, I'll do Brick Break on Waylord. About half, which means a crit would knock it out. But at least the Weezing's out of the way, so it won't be able to get in our way. I love how the Amnesia is just really small because Waylord's just really big. But yeah, this fight is under wraps. Oh, 69. That's even nicer actually. Yeah, and that's Area 6 down, Area 5 and Area 6 down. Took me about an hour and a half in order to get through both of them. Then again, it is getting a bit tougher though, so might be seeing less and less areas as time goes on though, but that we'll just have to see how Area 7 goes. And 1600, nice. Over doubling. Because I want to do the outro for this video. So I'll end it here. Next time on Pokemon Colosseum, we're going to be tackling Area 7 and hopefully Area 8 of Mount Battle. I'm not entirely sure since Area 8 will have to depend on how Area 7 goes. But in any case, see you guys then. Until then, have a great day.